big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Earth Signs, welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising, the planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 25th of March, you have the full worm moon lunar eclipse in cardinal sign Libra at 5 degrees and 7 minutes. This event signifies the final countdown for codependent relationships and challenges superficial dynamics. Embrace bold decisions and brace yourself for honest evaluations of your connections. Approach communications with caution, balancing honesty with sensitivity. Prepare for permanent shifts in your relationships, paving the way for stronger commitments and necessary closures. Please watch my comprehensive video of this full lunar eclipse and its effects on each sun, moon and rising sign. On the 26th, the moon in Libra opposes or is opposite Mercury in Aries. Expect heightened psychic abilities during this phase, but be mindful of their dual nature. Beware of disillusionment regarding the truth, roof, pinkies up, and cognitive bias. Guard against volatility, superficiality, or impulsiveness in actions or decisions. On the 27th, the moon in Scorpio squares Pluto in Aquarius. This transit may stir up an emotional aggression, darling dears, particularly towards perceived oppressors. There is also the potential for disputes over shared finances, inheritances, alimony and taxes. Additionally, pay attention to the health of your pets during this time. On the 28th, the moon in Scorpio trines Saturn in Pisces. Conduct business meetings because they will go smoothly because you have emotional control. Facilitating sound decision making. Financial matters are approached or must be approached with prudence, avoiding extravagant expenses. On the 29th, the moon enters Sagittarius. Be mindful of maintaining a positive and enthusiastic outlook. Seek the meaning and purpose in your endeavors for personal growth. On the 30th, the moon in Sagittarius squares Saturn in Pisces. Digestive issues are afoot today. Avoid heavy foods to sustain energy levels. Postpone important meetings and refrain from signing any contracts. Emotions may be heightened, necessitating self-care practices such as exercise or connecting with nature. On the 31st, the moon in Sagittarius trines Mercury in Aries. Bebe. This trine offers mental clarity, quick wit and sound judgment, encouraging independent and practical thinking. Embrace new experiences and consider going on a road trip. Communication will flow easily, facilitating meaningful interactions. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Make your wave! Namaste! Grand Rising Earth Signs, welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for messages for the next 7 days. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Big Cat Wave. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Right, where was I? Okay, let's lower the music so you can hear me clearly. Give it a good shufty. Okay. You have the energy of the double three, darling dears. Controversy, conflict, tongue wrestling, all of the above, darling dears. Some chickens of the sea ain't happy about what you've got going on. Can we press on, darling dears, at a hot trot and get back to that? You also have the energy of the four, darling dears. The four speaks about what? Your prosperity. You don't see all of this talk going on behind your back. This is a low shoe grid Chinese numerology, darling dears. But anyhow, this speaks about your cash flow, darling dears. Somebody wants your cash flow, or they've been trying to understand how you generate your Skrilla.com, darling dears. People that are behind your back for a reason. A people or a person. This is also representative of the direction southeast. Maybe this person lives in the southeast. On the low shoe grid, you've got south, north, west, and east. The number 4 is in the southeast position, darling dears. So it's someone someone's that live in the southeast, or you live in the southeast, but I'm more inclined to believe it's someone that lives in the southeast. Over the next few days, darling dears, your best colors will be purple, green, gold, red, and blue. We have the energy of a 6. It's the double three, darling dears. The tongue wrestling, the arguing, the controversy that's at your back, darling dears. Whatever you're doing, darling dear, it's creating a nerve-wracking period for some blood. Good. Okay then. What they watching you like that for? Listen, baby, if it wasn't for you, most people wouldn't get up in the morning, darling dears. The reason why it's so... they're gathering at your back, darling dears. Like bill collectors. They're gathering at your back because there's about to be a major change in your life, darling dears. Remember I told you that. They can feel the energy. All right. The energy of the 6th. Your birthday could be the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th. Or it's a significant date or number in your life, darling dears. You are you're feeling really buoyed and happy at this moment in time. Like a jester, but not a dummy bat, darling dears. You are enjoying life. Your luckiest days over the next 7 days will be Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. The letters associated with the number 6 are F, O, and X. The number 6, it tells me that you are a nurturer. You're extremely responsible. You also are a natural born healer, darling dears. Born to serve. I don't know who somebody said that. Listen, it's about you being a good listener or a good speaker. Okay then, let's press on. The energy of the 6 breaks down from what? The master number 33, darling dears. So you are in master manifestation mode at this moment in time. To them, the outsiders that are tongue wrestling at your back, darling dears, outside your perimeter, you're looking like a whole what? Magician with the badass alchemist ways. Many of you are spiritual teachers. You could even be a tarot reader, darling dears, or you're into you've got some kind of spiritual business going on. As your Big Cat Chronicles continues. Yeah. It's about your voice and your vision, darling dears. It's about to be elevated in the most profound way. You elevate others with your words, with your actions. This is about you continuing to share whatever spiritual gifts you have with the world. You was here to express and teach. And people don't like that shit. And look at this. This is coming to 6, darling dears. But it's giving you the energy of 33. This is very important to someone over the next 7 days. The energy of the 6 is ruled by Venus. Okay? And Venus is about beauty. It's about the arts. You may even be a magician or an actor. Expect an upturn, for you over the next 7 days. I told you, abundance. You are a master manifestor at this moment in time. The energy of Venus, darling dears. It also tells us about your desires. Whatever your design is about to be supplied to you. Why? Because Venus rules abundance. It's about the skills. You've got a specific skill, a spiritual gift, darling dears, which is about to be highlighted in a major way. maybe you are not a spiritualist. Maybe it's just, how can I put it? There's something that only you can do in a certain way, darling dears. Well, guess what? It's about to be put in the forefront of everyone's cranium. This is why they're tongue wrestling, darling dears. Having a lovely time being merchants of slander. Possibly people you dropped off like a dirty shirt. All right. The energy of the 6 is in tarot is ruled by the Lovers as well as the Devil card, darling dears. It speaks about your problem solving skills are going to be off the chizayin over the next 7 days. But Divine is also cautioning you to handle every situation with compassion and with the view to bring in harmony to a situation. Okay. The energy of the 6 is also what? Be careful of investments, darling dears. Be careful of the contracts you sign going over the next 7 days. Not every contract, even though it might be very pretty, it's the back end we don't like, darling dears. The back end that comes without the Vaseline. So be in the right frame of mind. Pay attention to the planetary energies and see which day will be best for you to sign contracts or handle any form of a business meeting. Okay. The energy of the 3, darling dears. Lean in, bestie. Are you ready? Are you ready? Don't fall off your chair and put down that sandwich. Oh my God. Somebody's eating steak and cheese, blood. All from dead animals. Listen, I'm not a picker, right? I'm a pointer, okay? Don't judge me. Yeah. The energy of 33 means a large amount of money. Skrilla.com is about to drop into your lap over the next 7 days, darling dears. But you have to remember, you have to have been doing the due diligence. It's about you releasing situations and circumstances that no longer serves you. Once you cut the soul ties to that, darling dears, you are free to manifest and bend the matrix, which you have been if you've done the work, darling dears. The energy of the 6 is the 6th house. It's about service. It's about your well-being. It's also about you taking care of your health, darling dears. If you have an animal or a pet, right? Take care of your pet's health over the next 7 days. This is going to be very important. Someone also wants to know if they require further training. Yes, you do, darling dears. You're a big cat, and big cat make sure that they know what's going on. Not everything, darling dears. Only a fool will tell you that they know everything. And if somebody's telling you that, arch your back and run in the other way. Do the tinky winky, but you're not going back. The energy of the 6 is also representative of the 6th house, as I said. And I put the 48 laws of power into the astrological houses. So law number 7, learn to delegate wisely over the next 7 days. Some of you or someone is about to get a major income boost, right? Income, money, Skrilla. Venus is about money. Trust and believe. Venus and Jupiter, man, they come with it. Anyhow, as I was saying, if you're going to be asking for help from anyone over the next few days, make sure you appeal to their own self-interests. This is law number 13 of the 48 laws of power. Law number 19, continue to set, right? Know who you're dealing with. And law number 47, set reasonable goals, which you did, darling dears. If it means that you've been working on something on a daily basis, could be as much as 6 years, coming up to 6 years. Yes. You're about to get paid in a major way. So you don't give up, darling dears. Remember, so many people give up just when they're about to bust. That's a Jamaican terminology for what? Get great, darling dears. Don't give up. If you've put a lot of time and effort into something, you have to remember, when you're working on something, it's also about raising your own frequency as you do certain works, darling dears. Whatever job it is, if it's a passion project, you have to learn humility, darling dears, because you think you're going to win immediately. No, there's things for you to learn, people for you to cut out of your life. Yeah, and the tongue wrestlers, right, are in the background. They're not happy. Could be as many as 6 people. They don't like you, big cat. They hate your guts, especially your eyelashes. Just saw 1010 on the counter, darling dears. 1010 is about what? The universe has your back, right? Whatever it is coming near to completion, the energy of the 1010. It's also about you continuing to work towards your goals. As I say it, it flashed on the count of the 1010, and look, it's repeating what I'm saying. Continue to work towards your goals. Don't give up, bestie, because I'm telling you, your life is about to have a metaphoric change over the next 7 days. Let's see what your ancestors think about this. Let's get a deck. I'm gonna go with, I believe this is the gods and goddesses. Do I have the book to hand? Because sometimes my books hide from me. I believe this is the book, Goddesses and Guardians. If you'd like to procure said deck, please follow the link to my description box. In my description box to my Amazon storefront. Good golly and gosh, we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde, blood. Listen, it's coming for all of us. In Aries, about the self, darling dear, the self. The full retrograde will begin from the 1st of April, darling dears. We're in the pre-shadow, so you're going to have issues with contract signing, right? Yes. People attacking your image, speaking about your outward behavior. They're talking on the beginnings that you've made in your life, new beginnings. They're talking about your health, your persona, how you want to be an individual, how you don't want to swan around with bottom feeders going nowhere. Remember, law number 5, hang with 4 bottom feeders. Guess who's going to be number 5? Not the big cat. Basically, oh my God, you got tough. Yeah, Thoth. Divine masculine, darling dears. Some of you are in your masculine energy, or a masculine is about to come forward to support whatever it is you've got going on. I love it. Thoth is the author of the Emerald Tablets, darling dears. Yes, he is. Apparently, he was supposed to have ruled over, is it Atlantis? Listen, I'm going back into my Egyptology and all this, darling dears. Listen, I told you I'm a budding Egyptologist. But anyway, let's press on. But masculine energy wrapped in what? Sacral chakra. The energy of the sacral. Hold on a minute. Let's put Venus up first, so that we can continue to remind ourselves of what we're talking about. Blood, bra, or cistrine. The energy of Venus is the frequency of 639, darling dears. So play that in the background, especially at night time when you're going to sleep. Let it play in the background and balance out your what? Heart chakra. Because Venus is Venus Friday. Maybe you'll be taking a spiritual bath on Friday. That's the best day to take it as far as I'm concerned, darling dears. Venus comes with the energy of the force, security, stability, as well as manifestation. It's also about love, darling dears. Love from the inside. We're seeing a shell. The shell is behind Venus. This is time. You see, the thing is, right? When you're a reader, you can look at a card 1,000 times, but one particular day, something new will jump out at you, darling dears. And in this case, you're in front of the shell. Many of you have been in hermit mode, but it's not been hermit mode wasting your time, darling dears. This is masculine and feminine energy. You learn to balance out those energies, protector and provider, as well as nurturing yourself and those around you. But you're coming out of your shell. Listen, if you was in hermit mode, it's about to change. I just heard the word eclipse, and I just noticed that. Isn't that a peacock feather? Can you see it? And it's only today I decided to put my peacock feather, well, one of my peacock feathers over here. I remember I told you many times I keep my peacock feathers over every doorway in my domicile, darling dears. Protection. Whatever you come in my house with, that's on you. Whatever demons you got on you, it leaves with you, blood. It can't stay. Right? Mary Magdalene, the sacred marriage. Listen, somebody has what? This could even be a love match, darling dears. A divinely guided frequency that's coming through for you. It could be a benefactor, a sponsorship deal, darling dears, but something which is going to improve your life in a major way. Remember, I told you that. Mary Magdalene was purported to be the wife of Jesus Christ. Yeah. The only female at the Last Supper, darling dears, wearing the breath of life. Somebody's also going to be finding out that they're pregnant. They weren't well, I was going to say they weren't expecting it, but if you're doing it, darling dears, you must expect it. You must, especially if you're not protecting yourself. Good golly and gosh, what's going on? A new beginning, and again, the energy of the sacral chakra, darling dears. Absolutely love it. The sacral chakra is root chakra, darling dears, and it's represented by Saturn energy. Again, Saturn rules Capricorn as well as Aquarius. Okay, it's also about what? Security and stability that you're bringing into your life, darling dears. You are no longer in fight, flight, or freeze mode, and many people are very upset. The sacral chakra is represented by earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but we know that it's Saturn. Okay, you're manifesting a new foundation, and this is materially, darling dears, materially. And any support that you've been looking for, darling dears, it's on its way. Could be a male and female, darling dears. This could also be your divine match. Okay, woo child. All right, let's see what Thoth says. I'm not going to read it all, just what jumps out to me, if this is the right book. Because if this ain't the right book, nothing's going to jump out to me, blood. I can look until thy kingdom come and nothing will. I'm just arguing amongst myself. For you to screenshot and read at your leisure or leisure. Okay. Right, I'm not going to read it all. When Thoth appears, it's a powerful message of healing through personal responsibility and stepping up to sacred duty. Good golly and gosh, if you are a reader or some kind of spiritual healer, remember I told you that you're being blessed by Thoth. Good gosh. Wow. You're healing wounded masculine energy, which shows up frequently in men, but can be present in women or other gender identities. Good golly and gosh, I've never noticed this in this book. Okay. Nothing could listen. I'm not a picker, I'm a pointer. Right? Right. A soul teacher is coming into your life, embodying divine masculine qualities. Clear communication, self-inquiry and understanding, connection to emotions, reverence for the awakened feminine, responsibility for actions, and connection to spirit. Good God. Send him around my house, blood. Ooh, child. Fist bump. Good golly and gosh, but I don't care who is. Right? We do the boosty badass here at Don't Get Smoked headquarters. You investigate everyone. Told you, perfection chart. You can see what kind of a year they're having, because we all live on a 12-year cycle. Date of birth will give you their life path number, right? You can use Chinese astrology with their date of birth to find out if their animal is an animal that is a friend, a helper to you, yeah, or an enemy, darling dears. There's ways for you to find out things before you involve your genitalia. Good golly and gosh. The soul ties of it all, man. Let's have a quick look at Mary Magdalene. We've barely put a card on the table and we're already 18 minutes in. Big cat. I know. I can be such a chatty cat. But it is what it is. Okay. A sacred marriage, darling dears. Good golly and gosh. Okay, right. Your healing journey is about to become whole. All your life you've been preparing to create a relationship that reflects that inner wholesomeness. It's not a partnership based on image-driven ideals of perfection, nor is it based on patching up each other's wounds. It's a conscious relationship in which both people take responsibility for their own lives and soul growth. Good gosh. Before you can experience sacred marriage with another, you need to come home to your own inner twin flame. She gives you a red rose, her symbol of beloved, to signify that you're choosing the sacred marriage inside yourself first. In perfect timing, you'll merge with a partner who reflects your own completeness. Good gosh. Invite me to the wedding, but give me what? 6 months notice, blood. I've got to get my trousseau together. Get my lace fronts all together, darling dears. Anyhow, let's press on. This is going to be a straight read, darling dears. A straight read. Let's get the cards. Base of your deck, darling dears, Justice. And Justice is represented by the 7th house. The 7th house is the house of contractual partnerships. Someone significant is coming into your life over the next 7 days, darling dears. It could be a platonic friend, but it's a good friend, darling dears. A soul tribe friend, or it could be your true love's first kiss, darling dears. Okay. Let's quickly see. Let's see. right. These cards ain't ramping blood. They are so slippery. Let's see what dropped out. The Lovers. Somebody's coming through with an offer, darling dears. Someone who's coming that is not going to be pretentious, darling dears. And it also speaks about someone wanting to approach you, but they're afraid to come through. Somebody would like to, also, on the other hand, there's somebody that would like to apologize for a situation, a romantical situation that you had. You will disappoint them. You're not interested. Like, focus, world card. Yeah, you're done with that. It's a done dollar. Someone in the past needs to fall back, darling dears. Fall back. We've got what? 2 4s on the tableau, darling dears. 2 4 speaks about the shaky foundation that was created in the past for you, darling dears. But you have to kiss frogs to find a prince or princess, darling dears. Clarify the Lovers card. Why is that here? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Swords speaks about you. Listen, anybody coming to offer anything to you, right? Even in the shape of a contract, because they're even the possibility of a contract, darling dears. Read the fine print, and as I said, check the astrologies to see which day is not a good day to sign any form of contract. Okay, one more card. What did I say? Loyalty is on its way, darling dears, and it's a new opportunity that's opening for some. For others, this is a new business idea, darling dears, or it could be a business that you've been working on for some time. Up until now, you've only had what? A few people being interested in what you've got going on, darling dears. But you are online, and it's about to what? Rain on you, darling dear. Blessing upon blessing upon blessing. When we see the World card, darling dears, it speaks about a fresh start. Because why? You had to gain new knowledges in order for your business or whatever it is you're doing to take off. Good golly and gosh. These cards are so slippery. I'm going to clarify them. Oh, pardon me, that's a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Let's quickly clarify with the gold. Again, we've got the Justice card. 2 different decks. I said Justice, but it's the Hierophant, darling dears. But it's justice in the situation. Somebody's going to be getting married again. Clarify the Lovers card. Queen of Pentacles is wife material, darling dears. Yeah. On the Page of Cups, these are the people that are at your back. I told you, the gossip mongers. These are pages compared to you, darling dears. Emotionally immature, bitter, jealous. They did a lot of things, maybe iced you out of a situation to try and make you feel bad. But they didn't realize that you would fall back into what? The arms of the Most High. Psalms 91:1 and be covered. They didn't expect that. They're very disappointed that you didn't die and you're not barking at passing cars. Good golly and gosh. Clarify the 4 of Swords. Clarified by what? The Queen of Swords, darling dears. 2 different decks. When we see 2 queens on the tableau, it's gossiping. What fell out as well? The Empress. They're talking about you, whether you are male or female, about the success that you've achieved outside of their hemisphere. What else they talking about? Didn't matter. They talk. Somebody wants to come back and have a second chance, and it's fallen on the 4 of Cups. You better disappoint them, darling dears. Don't allow the past to revisit you again. Queen of Swords means you're able to solve any issue, and again you get the 11-11 fade. This is a gift. Some of you are going to be going to a party or some kind of celebration. I'm also seeing somebody getting something written, some written notification, something that you've been waiting for, darling dears. It's about to go in your favor. Something that was previously blocked from you, darling dears. It's about to go in your favor. 10 of Pentacles. This new beginning. Okay, what else? Yeah, World card. It's been a long time coming, darling dears. Moon energy. You are highly intuitive. This is why people don't like it. Look, and you've got that what? Badass alchemist ways. We're getting an energy of siblings and neighbors that are speaking on your name, darling dears. Yeah, what did I say? The devil's in the details, and their mouth is in the details, darling dears. Yeah, they're trying to bastardize the truth about you, darling dears. They don't like the fact that you left them behind, right? And you've gone on to get great. What did I say? You've isolated many a people or person, darling dears, and went for the bag. This is also a hand of God, darling dears. Opportunities that are opening for you. This is also a ring-bearing card. Good golly and gosh. Go for it, darling dears. Go for it. But remember, everyone gets investigated. King of Swords. King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. This is because swords are very spiritual, darling dears. Very spiritual. You get spiritual downloads. What didn't the book just say? Somebody who is spiritual who is not going to come with judgment, not going to put their issues onto you, somebody who's healing in their own way, in charge of their own soul, as you are in charge of your own soul, darling dears. Look at this, night and day, yin and yang. Yeah. The conversations that you're going to have is going to be so refreshing, darling dears. These are two different energies, darling dears, but they're meeting where they need to meet because it's the time for you to be met. If you get my drift. What else do we need to know? Look, lovers, right? What's behind that? And happiness. Put the past behind you like a ponytail. What about the skullduggerous ones that keep talking about you? Yeah, it's because you left, darling dears. Because you're no longer prepared to put up with their shiznai. You decided to what? Invest in something that you would get a true return on. Yeah, they would love to run back in, darling dears. But they're pages, and we've got 2 of Wands. They come with that indecisive energy. If somebody wants to heal a situation, right? But they're having a laugh. They've forgotten all the things they did to you. Leave them where they are, out in the cold. You're better off solo dolo, like the boys or girls on the pole. Love it. This is a beautiful read. Look. Don't stress. Don't worry. This goes to 10 of Pentacles. Again, darling dears. Whatever you've been working towards, darling dears. When you started, it was like an epiphany. Whatever you've been working on, it never occurred to you not to do it, darling dears. Why you was being divinely guided by your ancestors, way showers and spiritual guides. Call your security team at any time. Yeah. You're about to be blessed in a major way, and I'm not getting depression from this. I'm getting what? You can't believe the amount of what blessings that are about to rain on you over the next 7 days. And it's well deserved, darling dears. Well deserved. Let's get a final card, then we're out of here. To get great. I'm going to use the Island Time Wellness deck. Let's give it a quick shufty. Wake up the deck, darling dears. A divinely guided union. This is what this read is going to be. Yeah, look at this. Love call and somebody's stalking. Well, it's the stalkers that want to come back, blood. Listen, you've already cut off that ball and chain, darling dears. It could have been a codependent situation. Somebody's still dependent on you, darling dears. They're the Grim Reaper. Good God, who wants to go back to that? Don't you love your hairline? You healed, darling dears, and many of you healed on your own. Why would you go back into Guantanamo Bay? Why? And if you are, oh child, hit me up in the comments. Don't tell me in the Gmail. All of the cats need to see this shiznai. Yeah. This person would like to, personal people would like to date you again, darling dears. But they come with the bad luck, the bad vibes, the bad credit, the bad intention, the bad advice, and the Panania Fatum that has a bad memory when it's not at your side. Yeah. Let's split the deck again. You'll never be enough in their eyes, and they will beat you with that. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings. Pick up some of the channel merch, darling dears. Support your local big cat. Why not? My TikToks and my Patreons, where I also upload videos. If you'd like a personal read, please hit me up in the Gmail. Thank you very much for your continued support of me in this channel. Your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your bookings, your donations. I appreciate your appreciation. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Big Cat Wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.
Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.